Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Beverly Ononye. If you're new here, welcome. Please do take your time to watch. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You're welcome. Today I'd like to talk or tell you guys a Luke story or two Luke stories which can be found in the book of Luke chapter 18. The very first one is about the unjust judge, the widow and the unjust judge. I'm sure we are quite familiar with the story. This widow Jesus tells a story about a widow that went to the unjust judge to ask for him to avenge her of her adversaries. Avenge me of my adversaries. And the unjust judge was like, didn't pay her any attention or refused to avenge her, and she kept on going and going and going. And eventually the guy was like, even though I'm not afraid of man or God, but let me answer this woman before she will wear me out. And Jesus was saying, he was telling us the story so that we do not quit and all of that. And as I read the story, I was just thinking, I said, one of the major things that stops us from receiving that which we require or we ask of the Lord, most of the time, there are two things. The first one is found in this story, and that thing is the within ourselves. We ourselves stop ourselves from receiving, because this is like one normal person or some poor woman going to meet a rich guy and like, help me solve my problem, help me because I know you are capable, help me solve my problem. And this guy is ignoring her, and she keeps coming and coming and coming. Sometimes we are so full of ourselves, and I'm saying sometimes we, including myself, sometimes we are so full of ourselves, our pride, our ego, or whatever it is, that we're like, after all, the person didn't answer me, or he's not even saying anything, so I don't want any embarrassment, I don't want any wahala, I don't want somebody to come and just talk to me anyhow. And because of that, we miss out on that which is ours. We give up pride, self, timidity, or whatever, fear. Really fear now, timidity. And we give up on that thing that is supposed to be ours because we don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want anybody to talk to me anyhow. But this woman did not stop like that. She continued. She persisted. She continued so much that the guy was now afraid for himself, of himself being worn out. And he was like, people come and solve this woman's problem. Let me solve her problem so that she will let me be. And the second story is towards the end of that same chapter. The blind man who wanted to see Jesus at all costs. And when he heard that Jesus was passing by, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And they were like, shut up. Now your kind people in the sea. Keep quiet, Joe. Let better people come and see him. And the Bible says he paid them no mind. Instead, he shouted all the more louder, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. Why? He knew that Jesus had the solution to his problem. He may not have seen Jesus, but he has heard. He has heard, and he was not about to give up because somebody said, which brings me to my second thing that hinders us from receiving from God. Somebody said, people are saying, or Jesus did not hear. Didn't Jesus hear me the first time I asked? And then people around are not helping matters. They are saying, look at you. Can't you see how your life is? Can't you see that you are the cause of your problem? Can't you see? Please keep quiet, Joe. Everyone around you is shutting you up, trying to hush you up. Are you going to let them, or you are going to persist like this blind man and shout all the more louder, paying them no mind? Are you going to shout louder? Persistence. I I think I saw going round the rounds on social media a few months back or last year, a statement, a post where someone was saying, if you are going to tell everybody that you helped me, then don't bother helping me. And I'm like, hey, okay, nah. You don't need help, be that now. As in, you need help. But because the person that wants to help you or has it in his or her hand to help you is going to tell people that they helped you, then you say the person should not help you. Oh yeah, now stay there. You don't need the help. You don't need the help. What is more important to you? Then you don't have a problem. Is it the solution to your problem that is more important to you, or what someone else is going to say or do, or your ego or your pride? What is more important to you? If the blind man was looking at what somebody was going to say or what Jesus was going to do after, it didn't even cross their mind. What was the only thing that was on their mind is solution to their problem. Solution to their problem. That is why the Bible says, he that seeks me with all their hearts will find me. But if your heart is in your pride, how your friends are going to react when they hear, what this one is going to say, what the other one is going to say, and how you are going to feel, then you cannot get what you are looking for. Then you can't get what you are looking for. Are you going to focus on your focus and continue praying without ceasing until your change comes? Or are you going to be worried about what every other person is going to say concerning your matter and remain there? Which one are you going to do? Focus on your focus. Let your eyes be fixed and single, and continue on your knees in prayer. Hold on to God, just like Jacob said, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. And this God, like Jesus said, if you earthly parents know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more? How much more? But are you going to stay there? He says, the issue is that when the Son of Man comes, is he still going to find faith on earth? Is he still going to find faith on earth? Are you still going to stay in that position, waiting on him to solve that problem? So maybe you have come to a point where, like the widow, you have decided to persist and continue with your prayers and requests and petition until you get your problem solved. But you have also discovered that there are some people around you who have made up their minds, whether physically or spiritually or otherwise, to stop you from getting your answer or stop your answer from getting onto you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to act like Daniel and continue in your prayers, or you're going to stop and attend to those people? Imagine if the blind man had stopped to start arguing with those people who told him to stop shouting and say, now your name I call, not be Jesus I call, what's it concern you for the matter? Maybe Jesus would have just passed by and he wouldn't have gotten, by the time he finishes with them, Jesus would have been gone. But he did not pay them any attention. He continued and shouted louder. His aim was to get Jesus' attention. What is your aim? What is your purpose? What is the purpose of the prayer? Do not let yourself get distracted, especially in this season. Persist. Shout all the more louder if that is what is required of you, but continue until your change comes.